Hello, this is Edwin Dearborn coming to you live here on Facebook. I want to talk to you about a recent success that happened a few days ago with one of my partners in the financial and tax field. They offer accounting services, bookkeeping services, etc. And they just landed a contract with a multi-million-dollar corporation. Huge corporation, huge contract, and I'm sure it will go on for years. And there's something intrinsically right that we did that I know that you could replicate with your own brand. We didn't do anything necessarily special, we just did something right and we did it consistently. So I would like to share with you what that strategy is that we implemented and deployed to land a contract with a multi-million-dollar corporation. So our first step was to really make her LinkedIn profile look professional. And from that profile, we sent out very strategic invitations to the types of businesses that we want to do business with. And in particular, if you know anything about LinkedIn, they have a platform called Sales Navigator. It's about $79 a month. And what Sales Navigator does as a paid service is it opens up a robust search engine that allows you to identify specific types of people, where they are, who they are, what they do. And we have a virtual assistant who, from her profile, uses Sales Navigator to identify exact personas, types of individuals that we want to reach out to. So this virtual assistant sends anywhere from 50 to 100 invitations a day using our specified demographics that we want to go after. So, business owners, CEOs, etc., that have a certain amount of employees. And when we send that invitation, if I send out 100, I'll get about 25 to 30 to actually accept the invitation. And it's just simply, hi, my name is blah, and I would like to connect with you, and I'm a financial professional, best, goes on, something like that. So we send out that invitation. Within a few days, they accept it. We have a preset acknowledgement. It has their name. So glad that we connected with you. By the way, I offer these services. We don't send a sales pitch. It's very short. Thanks for connecting with me. This is what I do. If I can help, awesome. Where the real magic begins is now that we have access to their profile and they've given us permission to contact them, within their LinkedIn profile is their contact information. We can, most of the time, about 90% of the time, they will have their email listed. So we grab that email, we throw it on our database, we tab our email. These are our LinkedIn leads. These are the people that we've connected on with LinkedIn. So we put that in, and then once a week we send out some content, some really well-crafted content. So what type of content do we send to this email database? And by the way, in the last 4 months, by doing this strategy, we have grown her email database from 300 names to over 3,000 names. And by the end of the cyclic year, meaning a 12-month year, we will most likely have her email list to 10,000 names of business owners, CEOs, decision makers. And every week we're dripping out content. So what type of content are we sending them? We are sending them helpful content that answers common questions that people have regarding potential services that we offer. So the question may be, what's a 1099, or what's better, an LLC or a C corporation, or how do I apply for a PPP loan? Whatever it is, there's the question that we hear often. We answer it with about 2 or 3 paragraphs, maybe put some links or some references, citations to some statistics, or relative information that helps to answer the question. And we send that out to our ever-growing email list. Moreover, we repurpose that email into a blog post within LinkedIn, what's called LinkedIn Pulse, So if they're on LinkedIn, they can see it as a blog post posted within our content that goes out to our connections, as well as sending out that content to them on the email. So they have two touch points that they may find it. They can either go to LinkedIn, see it on their wall as posted content, which LinkedIn will notify them that, hey, this person has created some content, or it comes in their email database. Back to the story. So this person who was connected with on LinkedIn and whose data was put into our CRM was sent this content over and over and over. And one day this person responded and said, wow, I really like the fact that you're sending out helpful content. I really could use someone that does your services. Like to schedule an appointment. We never tried to sell them. We never tried to bother them. We never spammed them with offers or discounts or coupons or some buy now. Again, just here's information that may help you. Help. Just help people with really engaging, insightful, and truthful content. Now, I will tell you that what I've just described may have some variations for you. Like we could add video or podcasts, or we could create long form content where the answers could be pages long. We could send out ebooks, e-courses, free webinars. It doesn't matter. The point is we're sending out valuable stuff to targeted individuals that most likely need help in these arenas. As that list expands and as the quality of our content increases, guess what happens? You keep showing up in somebody's inbox and on their wall on LinkedIn and maybe some other social media channels over and over and over. This is what builds a brand. It's the consistency of doing the right things. Yes, doing the right things wins, but what really wins, what really adds the X factor, that supercharger to bolster the horsepower of your content, is the consistency of doing it. See, what consistency does in the mind of the people is it builds trust. Consistency is a trust trigger. Wow, he keeps doing it over and over. He keeps doing the right things. He continues, this brand continues to provide the right information continually. Isn't that somebody that I want handling my process or my taxes or my finances or whatever it is that they want to handle? By being present in a helpful manner over and over and over to a wider and wider sized audience is the winning way to win. Now, there's some X factors to this. The better the content is, the more stylized the content is, such as video interviews or really well-crafted ebooks or engaging podcasts. That adds to the factor that can increase your open rate, your shares, your engagement, building your authority even faster within the minds of your audience. But the point is that the basics are this. LinkedIn is an unlock. You can reach out to people at a scale never before that you've ever done. You can take that data and you can retarget them on multiple platforms. You can begin the process of educating them with engaging content. And if you do that consistently, you're going to be ahead of 99% of your competitors. In fact, that strategy that I just told you may just become the single biggest differentiator about your brand. See, everybody thinks that sometimes, not everybody, but a lot of people, too many people think that differentiating from a brand depends on a pretty website or a nice logo or a great tagline or some catchy phrase. When really, it's the process that you implement. It's the touch points. It's how you affect people that could be your differentiator. So if you're sitting there going, okay, well, what do I do, Edwin? I mean, this sounds great. It sounds logical. I'm sure it works for somebody, maybe you, maybe others, but I'm a bit overwhelmed, confused. I don't know where to begin. It sounds expensive. It sounds difficult, overwhelming. Poppycock. The fact of the matter is anybody can do this at any level that they're willing to do. And as you get more confident, you do more and you become more successful. And you look back a year from now and you're like, wow, I remember when I didn't have a LinkedIn profile. I was scared to send out invitations. I didn't have a VA. I didn't have an email database. But all of those problems have been wiped out. And now I have a system to make myself well known, well thought of, and viewed by my peers as an authority within my field. If that's the game changer you want to move into, then you should reach out to me as your virtual chief marketing officer. That is the value, that is the change, that is the processes that I put in place for my partnerships. Hope this was of value to you. Again, you make it a great day. Hope 2020 turns out to be a prosperous year for you and beyond. I hope it even gets better for this country and the world. We will talk soon. Be well, stay safe. All right, bye-bye.